house. Some grubs and seeds. All right. Hi everybody, my name is Leanne and I'm in the garden again. Right now I am walking through my garden so that I have a fresh idea in my head of how much space I have to work with, because I'm starting my seeds today and I need to know how many of each thing I should start. All right, so plan. This bed is just full of the native soil and then yard waste, which is mostly pine needles, as you can see. My plan for this is I'm basically gonna take all that out, put a good layer of cardboard twigs in there, put a little bit more of this stuff in there, and then fill it up with compost. And with this is filled with the native soil and partially of that big load of wood chips I got about a month or so ago. So I'm gonna take a lot of the wood chips out, put some cardboard in, blah, blah, blah. Basically the same thing with that one that I'm gonna do with the other one. This one isn't filled up at all yet, so that's got a lot of work to do. I need to level out the ground under it, dig its trench, and then put my layers in there. So as you can see, I've got, well, that's technically 2 beds, but I'm just gonna call it one set. This one needs to be filled, 2 needs to be filled, and between these 2, probably 1 more worth of dirt. I can't wait to show you guys. Ben gave me my birthday present early because of I can use it now. So he didn't want to make me wait for my birthday. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. I'll have to add that to the video a little bit later today. So this video will span basically from this now, which is like early afternoon, to evening. He showed me my birthday present and I just started crying because it was so thoughtful, and I'm so excited to use it. It's going to be in a lot of my videos. It's going to be amazing. Really quick, our property line is where that pink ribbon is. So I've got a good amount of space right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm thinking I might try to grow a couple things back here just as an experiment. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should grow back here, leave them in the comments below. What I was thinking was my pumpkins. I might try to grow some pumpkins back there. I know it needs full sun, but I thought it might be cool. Oh, Teddy's playing. He's cute. I thought it might be cool to see them out there, have something pretty out there, and maybe attract all the vine borers to that direction and not bother the pumpkins in here that I can actually get to easily. Oh, this guy's falling asleep on me. It's relaxing out here. It's so perfect. So perfect. Oh, did I wake you? I woke him up. How indecent of me. Okay. Yes, so sorry, I got distracted. Let's get back to business and we will figure out how much space we have to use in this garden. The cauliflower and the broccoli in one of these beds. So it's to be determined. I think what I'm gonna do just to make it easy on myself is make my way over to this one next. Because I've already got something in here, so I just go down the line. This whole area basically gets the same amount of sun. Like the only area that probably would be any different is the far end of these 3 beds, because they get shade from these trees earlier in the day, but they start getting shade and then everything else is basically shaded like an hour or so after. So it's really not much of a difference, I don't think. So that covers my broccoli and my cauliflower, or broccoli and my cabbage. The herbs are gonna go out there where I have those brick laid beds. The peppers are gonna be going in the ground out here way later than the cauliflower and the cabbage. So I don't need to have that planned just yet. And I might end up changing my mind of where I'm gonna put the peppers. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put the tomatoes in, you know, I might do some tomatoes in the hookah culture beds and some in the raised beds, just to kind of compare, see how that does, because I'm only really doing the hookah culture bed right now to expand the garden space while I don't have the material to make more raised beds, because I really like the raised beds. It makes it a lot easier to take care of everything, a lot easier to prune and weed. I want to be able to use all of this space, so I'm going to do the hookah culture. We're going to put 4 wheels on the coop so that we can roll the coop a lot more easily, and so that I can roll the coop a lot more easily, because I don't think Ben has a problem with it. But it is heavy. Holy smokes. Coop's going to go right there. And I'll probably just move it along as I need it to. Let's see how much space we have here. Also, if you guys have any feedback for me on how to improve my videos, please leave in the comments below, because I would like to improve my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel. All right, I lost count. Okay, counting my steps. I cannot count and talk at the same time. Okay. So if I move, I'm probably gonna move these beds over a little bit. Maybe not. So I'll start here. That way I can get the coop over there easily. So I'm gonna count my steps. Let me put this camera down. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. All right, y'all. I've got a 24 by 15 roughly growing space that I'm going to be doing the hookah culture in. That's a huge amount of space to be able to grow in. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to be putting there just yet, but I think I don't really need to worry about it right now. I'm going to be laying the cardboard here probably the end of the month. I still need to turn my compost, and once this little guy gets put down in his crib for his nap, I'm gonna turn my compost, and one more time at the end of the month, then it'll be ready to put in all of the beds and lay the cardboard and cover the cardboard with the compost. All right, let me pick up this cup here. All right, I'm gonna lay this guy down for his nap, come back out here, fill the chickens' food and water up, collect my eggs, and then we're gonna head into the garage later today to start our seeds for 2021 gardening season. I'm so excited, guys. Cannot believe it's already here. Oh my gosh. Okay, really quick before I go back outside, I'll just lay Jesse down to go down for a nap. I got an adorable little bird feeder, and I have all this stinking sunflower seed from when I tried to mix my food for my chickens myself. I probably would work now if I did that. I started this whole seeds mix on them when they were really little, and I think that was a mistake because they were still too little to eat real or whole seeds. I think that's just a theory. I have no idea what I'm talking about though. Anyway, I still have all this left, so I was going to plant a lot of it, which I still think I will, but I got a cute little bird feeder. I'm gonna fill it. I'll show you guys. 1 second. Isn't this just the cutest thing? I love it. Tractor Supply. It says it's specifically for black oil sunflower seeds. So I was like, well, that's just gosh darn perfect. Okay. All right. We'll call it good. So cute. Just gonna do a final sweep of the sunflower seeds. Let's go put it outside. Ben said he's going to make a stand for this to go on eventually, but I'm just gonna put it on this fence for now. Okay, I'm gonna run back out to the garden. I need to take a few measurements of things. I need to collect my eggs and feed the chickens food and water. So, got my stuff. Little notebook, a pencil, and a tape measure, and a basket for the eggs. This bed is 8 feet long, 6.5 feet long. So, okay, so I got 8 feet, 6.5. How do I not know how to do this? Got it. All right, before I write it down, 8 feet, 6.5 feet, 8 feet, a little over 8 feet. So I was gonna say 8 feet. Let's write this down. Don't peck me. This is a nice little garden notebook just to take quick notes when I go out there. I've got a different garden journal, but this is a cute. Hello. You are very up in my personal bubble, Missy. You are very up in my personal bubble. Hey, don't peck me. There's not a real carrot on here. I might actually take up more of the garden space and just fill up the boxes that I have right now with the cabbage and the broccoli, because by the time those are done growing, it'll be time to plant other things. And I can take the broccoli out, put fresh compost on top, let it sit for a few weeks, and then plant my new stuff out. And I think that'll work out very well. If you guys have any tips on how to organize the timeline for that, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Alrighty, are you a thirsty guy, Teddy? Excuse me. I'll let them take a drink. Go ahead. Okay, cool. And there we go. Before I take this water and food out to the chickens, I wanted to give you guys an update on my kitchen scraps gardening experiment. Sadly, the romaine lettuce is toast. It's already been thrown away. But look how beautiful this is. Isn't this gorgeous? This is my sweet potato vine. My plan for this is I'm gonna put it on top of my cupboard on the corner to trail down. My hope for this is that it will give me slips to start my sweet potatoes this year. Okay, I gotta run this food out to the chickens and then take care of this baby that's crying at me. Hi everybody, it is later in the evening and I'm ready to show you guys what Ben made for me for my birthday. So it's actually like a week early, but he finished it today and we both couldn't wait because he's been kind of teasing me with it all week. And okay, I'll turn the camera around and show you guys. He bought me this adorable potting shelf and I am so excited. I've been waiting ever since he showed me today, which has only been a few hours ago, but I've been waiting to start my seeds on it because I was just gonna start it outside on the patio table. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna start them on my brand new, freshly built potting table. I'm gonna look at this again because it's just, oh, so cute. All right, let's start some seeds on this awesome new potting shelf. I got everything I need. So I want to explain this potting shelf just a little bit. So it was such a thoughtful gift. The only input that I had was this. Let me show you. We put the screen on the lower shelf instead of making it a solid wooden shelf. And this way I can use it to cure pumpkins and onions after I harvest them. And this feature is a soil sifter / compost sifter. And under here is a little removable bin that I can use to sweep extra dirt in when I'm starting seeds. So I'm gonna move these two things out of the way for now under here. And start some seeds. I'm gonna start my seeds now. These are the supplies that I have. Seed tray from Haas Tools, 162 cell, I believe. And then the bottom tray. I have 2 sets of these, but you guys would have seen that already. So I don't want to get any dirt in that for now. So I just want this here. And then I got these Jiffy Natural Organic Seed Starting Mix. Now, what I did first, I got potting mix, and that was actually not the right thing to get. So I learned actually off of YouTube videos that potting mix is too clumpy. So I bought 1 bag and haven't even opened it yet. So it's just gonna go in the garden somewhere. And then I got this. So the reason you get this instead of potting mix is that this is just finer, that's all. Yep, need scissors. Be right back. Right, now we're cooking. Dirt smells so good. Okay. First use of this beautiful potting shelf. Also, I just realized this very second. This stool and the underside shelf are the perfect type for me to sit on and put a foot on for stability. Trying to not make a mess, but this table is perfect because if I do make a mess, then I can just sweep it all into the bin and use it later. Cheers to the 2021 garden. The soil feels so good too. I just need a little bit more to fill in the edges. Yeah, so this bag was enough. There's still some in there. My purpose is to share the joy I have of gardening with the world. Okay. So my watering can is covered with cobwebs, and instead of doing the work to clean the cobwebs off, I just did the work to wash an old milk jug out and poke holes in the top because I don't really deal with cobwebs right now. Anyway, so just want to get the dirt a little wet. You don't want to have the water hit the cells so hard that it causes the dirt to fly out. All right, glad that I decided to do this over here. And we put this shelf in the corner of the garage so that if I make a mess on the floor, I can just sweep it right out of the garage. So while we're waiting for that to drain down the cells, I want to show you guys what we're going here. So I've got 2 different markers just in case one of them doesn't work for what I'm using it for, and a box of plastic forks. This one's broken because of Jack. Fork goes into the cell just like that for a row marker, and then you write on it what it is. So I went through my seeds again. I probably should have been paying more attention, but I found another cabbage. So this is the Nero di Toscana Brassica oleracea. So I wasn't gonna start this, but I just watched the video that Haas Tools shared when they were starting their seeds, and he started a kohlrabi. So I'm not gonna start this whole packet, but I'm gonna start a few, because if I can get this out when the broccoli goes out and harvest at least 1 round of it sooner, it'd be pretty cool. Now Now before I plant anything, I'm gonna label my forks of what I'm planting so that I can make sure I put it in its respective rows right away and not forget what's planted where, because that would likely happen. We've got to put the holes in the cells and drop the seeds. Now, I don't want to make really deep holes. I just want to make a dent basically in each one because everything that I'm planting is pretty small seeds. We're not working with anything like a pumpkin seed. Like probably the biggest seed that we're going to be planting tonight is the cucumber seed. And what you need to know is you look at how big the seed is and you want to plant it about twice as deep as big the seed is, if that makes any sense. I'll start with the things that aren't going to get planted out until later, like the peppers and stuff. Put the flowers next to each other. Okay, so each one is 9. So 3 rows of yarrow, so that's 27. 3 rows of lavender. So I'm just putting the herbs and the flowers in this first tray. I think I'll only do 2 of the herbs for now. I'll do another succession of the herbs. Depending on the space I have. I'm gonna do a ton of onion. I bought onion seeds from Baker Creek earlier in the season and I planted them all wrong. I did not know what I was doing. So let's do 5 rows of onions. Keep all the peppers in the same tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yard long cuke. I'll do 2 rows of cukes because I could sell them too, maybe. Okay. So this is what I have left. The peppers and the brassicas. Let's start the yarrow. All right, I've got my first tray filled up. It's got my yarrow, lavender, dill, parsley, onions, and the yard-long cucumbers. Now, I'm not so sure about the onions. It's all really an experiment, but the onions, I really don't know if it's the right time to start. I'm just kind of seeing if it'll work. I did not use even close to the whole seed packet, so if it doesn't work, I'll still be able to try again. Now I've got the second tray filled up with dirt. I'm gonna be planting out my peppers and my brassicas. All right, let's go. That looks so nice and neat. So here I've got 2 rows of everything besides the broccoli and the Brussels sprouts. I've got 3 rows of those. I don't think I got any dirt in my wine, so that's good news. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go put these trays under the grow lights and call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to learn how to garden with me. I am pretty new at it still. This is only the second year that I am gardening at this property. So I hope you enjoyed. Happy gardening.